guys. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ay, magandang gabi na pala. Good evening, guys.
Me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life.
Good evening.
I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star.
May discount na po book mo. Patingnan na lang po sa under the yellow basket. Ay, wala pala yung aking dyan. Patingnan na lang po sa yellow basket. Sometimes kasi nagbibigay ng discount sa TikTok. Pag umabot na po tayo ng 15 viewers, magle-lecture tayo para naman maraming makapanood sa ating live. Ang i-discuss ko ngayon, sige, kayo pumili kung ano yung gusto niyo sa dalawa. Mammogram, dental, or pelvis and hip. Either of the two. Pwede natin i-discuss tonight. Meron palang gagawing free lecture si Remarkable, guys. So, magli-lecture ako sa Remarkable for free. So, hintay lang tayo sa announcement ng page mismo kung kailan ba yung free live lecture. Parang Zoom meeting siya. Zoom meeting gaganapin. Batch 2019 din ako ng RRT. Wow! Hello po, ma'am. Nasa late 20s na po tayo. Okay pa po pa kayo? Mga batch 2019, matatanda na pala tayo. Tayo na yung nag-a-advise sa mga juniors natin. No? Before, nakakatakot pumasok sa healthcare world. Looking back, yung first experience ko talaga as RadTech, napaka nakakakabang experience. Pero ngayon, parang nakikita ko, tumatanda na talaga ako kasi ako na yung nag-a-advise sa mga juniors ko kung ano yung dapat gawin, kung ano yung hindi dapat gawin. Ganun. So, okay pa naman. Dito na ako sa Sydney. Feel ko bagets pa rin ako. Wow! Nasa abroad na si ma'am. saang branch nga po ang Remarkable. Ang Remarkable Review Center po ay meron po silang Facebook page. You might want to visit the page kasi meron silang Baguio and Manila, I think. Doon kasi ako pinaka-tied talaga sa Remarkable. But I'm open naman if merong mag-invite na ibang review centers. Nag-start ako mag-lecture talaga. Was just last year. Kasi nga, natatakot ako noon mag-lecture. Since 2019, actually, sinasabihan na ako ni Sir Mark na mag-lecture ako sa review center. Top-rank pa noon si Sir Mark. Pero natatakot ako that time kasi hindi ako marunong mag-Tagalog because if hindi nyo alam, I'm from Bacolod City. So our dialect is Hiligaynon. I also know how to speak Bisaya, pero Tagalog, hindi ako masyadong fluent. Kaya nga ako nag-live dito. Actually, that was the very start of my journey here in TikTok. Nag-live ako para matuto ako mag-Tagalog and how to practice speaking Tagalog. So, yun ang naging purpose kung bakit nyo ako nakikita ngayon dito sa TikTok. Hanggang sa dumami na ang followers natin dito sa TikTok. And parang obliged naman ako mag-lecture dito sa inyo. Dahil maraming nanonood sa atin. Ito po yung Remarkable na page. Remarkable Review and Training Center. Nagkonta kasi si Sir Mark na magbibigay daw kami ng free lecture. So, abangan nyo po. Ito yung kanilang page. And then, ito. Tingnan natin. Meron silang Manila and Baguio. And meron silang online review. Yan. Tingnan nyo na lang po yung page. Yan po siya. I think, kung mapupush through ang aking free live lecture sa Remarkable this June, ang earliest na binigay ko kasing availability is June 15. So, baka po kayo. Online review, nandito din siya, ma'am. Ito yung online review nila. Yan. Kailan magsa-start ang Remarkable? Hindi ko po alam, ma'am. Kasi lecturer lang po ako sa Remarkable. Pero pwede ninyong i-chat ang page na to if you have inquiries. Pwede ninyong i-chat dyan kasi I think very naman sila, responsive naman sila sa inquiries dito sa page. Sige. Go, guys. Sige. Ang i-review natin ngayon is Cluster 3 kasi may review din ako this June 9 to 12 sa Cluster 3, which is Radiographic Positioning. So, para makapag-practice din ako ng aking lecture, ile-lecture ko muna siya sa inyo. Pili kayo between the two, mammogram dental or pelvis and hip. Sige, kasi yung dalawang topics na yan ang medyo hindi ko pa ganun ka naituro pa. Kasi parang nasa last parts na siya ng pelvis and hip. Sige, pelvis and hip. Nag-revise ako ng aking PowerPoint presentation recently. So, makikita ninyo kung paano ko ginawa yung aking PowerPoint. But I'm not giving out my PowerPoint, guys. Wait lang po. I-download muna natin siya sa aking books. While I download the material, kamusta naman po kayo? Nagre-review na ba kayo? Or start na ba talaga ng review season? Kasi sa amin, sa Riverside College, doon po ako nagtuturo. Magsa-start pa lang kami. Mag-graduation pa lang kami this June. June 4, tama ba? Or June 5? Ala, nakalimutan. Basta those days, ang aming, ano ba? Ang aming graduation. So, after graduation, pahinga lang konti. June 5, miss. Hala, kaday mo kadto kaya June 4, no? Diyos ko day. Actually, mamangkot. Huwag mo pa ko to, gabuas. Katatapos lang ng clinical grad. Wow. Congratulations sa mga magte-take na ng boards. Good luck sa inyo, guys. Sige, turo tayo ng pelvis and hip. Meron na tayong 16 viewers. Ang pelvis and hip, actually, konti lang siya, guys. But, the content, maraming methods. Wait. Incoming intern ako and grabe hirap ng cluster 3 ng oral at written Revalita. Yes, kasi ang daming need to memorize kapag cluster 3. Sige, wait lang ha. Scroll ko muna ang aking PPT. Kanino ay sugot, ang gumako, kanino ay sugot, mako, kanino ay sugot. Sige, go guys! Pa-share naman po ako ng live para mas marami po makapanood sa atin ngayong gabi. At minsan na lang kasi ako nagla-live kasi recently, ang busy ko guys kasi magta-transition na ang aking career. So, medyo busy-busyhan tayo ngayon. But, sa mga naghahanap ng reviewers, na mini reviewers, actually guys, it's not available yet kasi nga sobrang busy ko sa aking transition. So, ang magiging stock soon is, so ipapakita ko na lang kapag nandyan na. Pero as of now, ang available pa lang po talaga na reviewers natin is yung nasa yellow basket, which is yung malalaking reviewers. Kasi yan pa lang for now ang kaya ng aking time gawin. So, bear with me sa pag-restock. Sige, meron na tayong 25 viewers. Mag-start na po tayo. Okay, so pelvis and hip. Okay, isa ito sa mga projections and methods na sobrang konti lang niya. Konti lang ang coverage, pero parang nakaka-confuse kasi ang daming methods, ang daming projections, ang daming parts ng pelvis. So, ang una-una nating titingnan is the anatomy of the pelvis and hip. We have to be familiar with the anatomy before we proceed with the projections and methods. Okay? Sige, so here, the pelvis serves as a base for the trunk and a girdle for the attachment of the lower limbs. So, our pelvis daw is meron siyang connection here sa ating spine, and it's a girdle for the attachment of the lower limbs. Ito. Anong lower limb ang naka-attach po sa ating pelvis? Anong buto ito, guys? Any idea? I know you know that anatomy. Ano ito? Keep doing that. I recommended your materials and you as one of the credible emerging lecturers. Wow, thank you po, sir. That means a lot to me. Thank you po. Femur. Yes, very good. Femur. Ito po ang ating femur. Paristock ng positioning, ma'am. Sige po, mamaya na lang po pagkatapos ng live. Sige, agre-restock tayo mamaya. Tapusin lang natin to. Okay, sige. So again, these are the attachments for our lower limbs. This is our femur. Ito yung simula ng ating lower limb. Okay? So the pelvic girdle is composed. Dito muna pala tayo. The pelvis consists of 4 bones. Merong 2 hip bones. Ito guys. 1, 2. And meron tayong sacrum here and coccyx. Okay, so that's the pelvis. Again, 2 hip bones, the right and the left. 1, 2, the sacrum and the coccyx. Okay, the pelvic girdle is composed of only the 2 hip bones, however. Okay, when we are talking about the pelvic girdle, 2 hip bones lang daw ang kasali. Pero kapag sinabi nating pelvis, kasama po si sacrum and coccyx. Okay. Sige, next is the 3 parts of our hip bone. Again, 2 hip bone. Kada part nito, meron din siyang 3 parts. Okay, so first one is our ilium. Okay, here's our ilium. Here's our ischium. And here's our pubis. Okay. Again, kapag anterior to posterior, ito yung ilium natin. Pubis, and ischium. Okay, together, they form the attachment for the femur, which is our acetabulum. So, dito po nag-a-attach ang ating femur. Okay, sa ating acetabulum. So, 3 parts na to, ito yung nagko-contribute again sa attachment of the lower limb. Okay? Next, parts of the ilium. Kapag may tanong po, mamaya ko na po sasagutin ha, para clear po ang ating lecture. Okay, again, the parts of our ilium, importante din to kasi maririnig nyo siya all throughout the projections and methods. Okay? First one is the ilium. We have your ascis here. Ito yung ascis natin. And sa likod nito is our piscis. Kasi nga, anterior superior iliac spine. Sa front natin siya makikita or sa anterior part. And your piscis sa likod ni ascis. Okay, our iliac crest, ang pinaka-top border ng ating ilium. That's our iliac crest. The wing of the ilium, the body of the ilium, and sa baba ng ascis is inferior, anterior-inferior iliac spine. And sa baba din ng piscis is posterior-inferior iliac spine. Okay, so yun ang mga dapat nating tandaan, especially ito, ascis, iliac crest, kasi sila yung mga always nababanggit sa ating projections and methods. Okay, next is the parts of the ischium. Eto, we have your greater sciatic notch here, the ischial spine, lesser sciatic notch, ischial tuberosity. Ito po yung ginagamit natin as a sitting bone or ito yung term for our sitting bone. So, kapag umuupo tayo, ito yung ginagamit na buto, the ischial tuberosity. And we have your ramus here. Okay, again, nagko-contribute din ang ating ischium sa part ng acetabulum. And last part is our pubis or our pubic bone. We have your superior ramus, inferior ramus, and body of the pubis. And we have here another palpable landmark, which is your pubic symphysis. Maririnig nyo din to siya. And we have an opening here. That's our obturator foramina. When we say opening kasi, the term for that is foramen. So, yung opening dito sa baba, we call that obturator foramina. Okay? Ano pa ba yung importante dito? Okay, the true pelvis versus the false pelvis and the lesser or the greater pelvis. Okay, so here's our greater or false pelvis. And ito naman is our lesser or true pelvis. Here's the brim of the pelvis. Okay, next is the difference between inlet and outlet. Okay, when we say inlet, ito po siya, yung parang papasok siya sa ating pelvis. Okay, can you imagine this one? This is the inlet. Paloob doon guys, that's the outlet. If sagittal view, ito siya. This is the inlet. Paloob, palabas, here, that's the outlet. Okay, inlet, outlet. Okay? So, maaano nito guys, maririnig nyo din ang terms na inlet, outlet mamaya. Okay? So, remember again, here's the inlet dito and outlet here, pababa. Okay? Hi, Ma'am Jeans. Congratulations po. 4th year na si Ma'am. Okay, continue tayo. Okay, there's a difference or there's a wide difference between the male and the female pelvis. Kasi nga, yung female pelvis, they are made or they are created para sa pag-give birth. So, basically, the female pelvis is wider compared to the male pelvis, which is narrower, deeper, and less flared. Kasi nga, ang construction or paano ba ginawa ang female pelvis, tinailor siya para sa mga for childbearing. Okay, kaya mas wider ang ating pelvis. The angle, acute for male and obtuse for the female. And shape of inlet, again ang inlet natin dito siya. Inlet, dito inlet and outlet. Okay, the shape of inlet for male is more oval or heart-shaped, while for female naman it's still rounder and larger to give space for childbearing. Okay, next, your ascis. Again, here's our ascis. And here's our symphysis pubis. Okay. The distance from your ascis to the head of the femur is approximately 1.5 inches. While from ascis to the neck of the femur, that's 2.5 inches. Okay? Sige. Okay, so here are the bony landmarks na ginagamit natin for the radiographic positioning of the pelvis. We have your iliac crest, ascis, pubic symphysis, greater trochanter of the femur, your ischial tuberosity or our sitting bone, and the tip of the coccyx. So, ang pinaka ginagamit talaga dito guys is your ascis. Okay? Okay, next, proceed na po tayo sa ating pelvis and hip projections. I want you to look at my slides as we go along and observe kung paano ako mag-study sa positioning. Kasi we don't need a lot of slides, a lot of information. We just need to be familiar with what's important. Okay, starting with this. Okay, naglista ako dito guys ng dalawang AP projection. Both are AP projection. Diba alam naman na natin if for the pelvis na AP projection, nakasupine ang pasyente, nandito yung x-ray tube. Okay? Kaya hindi ko na nilagay. Okay, patient position is supine. Okay? Patient is supine. Here's the x-ray tube. The IR is beneath the patient. Kasi nga, antero-posterior projection. When we say an AP projection, papasok siya sa anterior side ng pasyente, lalabas sa posterior side. Okay? This is a pelvis AP projection. Papasok siya sa anterior, lalabas siya sa posterior ng pasyente. Okay? Patient position, supine lang po tayo. Okay, first one. Feet and leg rotated 15 to 20 degrees medially. Clear lang ba ang aking PowerPoint? Parang ang labo naman. Wait lang guys Yan. Okay, ganun pa rin. Okay, first one. Feet and leg rotated 15 to 20 degrees medially. Kasi, di ba guys, kapag nakahiga yung pasyente, normally, yung paa ng pasyente, imagine this is the feet of the patient, yung dalawang to. Okay, normally, ang feet ng pasyente, either, kapag relax ang pasyente, either nakaganyan, ay nakaganito lang. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, we will separate the heels of the patient. Ito yung dalawang to. You will separate that one. And then, rotate medially. Pag sinabi nating medially, papunta sa gitna or sa medial side ng pasyente. Imagine this is the feet. Rotate 15 to 20 degrees medially. Ganito siya. Pag sinabi ko namang feet and leg rotated laterally, ito. Lateral. Medial. Lateral. Medial. Lateral. Okay? What's the difference between the two? Okay, if we rotate the feet and leg 15 to 20 degrees medially, again, medial rotation, ang makikita po natin dito is your greater trochanter. Greater trochanter is in profile. But if we rotate the feet and leg laterally, palabas naman siya, ang makikita po natin dito is your lesser trochanter in profile. Okay? Lesser trochanter in profile. Okay, ito siya guys. Again, choose between the two. 1 or 2. Saan dito ang feet rotated 15 to 20 degrees medially? Alin dito? 1 or 2. Feet rotated 15 to 20 degrees medially. Yes, very good. 2. Kapag daw rotated medially ang feet natin, ano po ang makikita natin? Greater trochanter or lesser trochanter? Greater or lesser? Greater. Very good. Okay, ito siya guys. This is our greater trochanter. Kita nyo ba? Feet and leg rotated 15 to 20 degrees medially, kita natin si greater trochanter. If feet and leg is rotated laterally, ang makikita natin is your lesser trochanter. Diba? Nakita nyo ba ang difference ng dalawa? Ito, hindi siya nakita dito, but nakita siya here. Okay, kaya malalaman talaga ng radiologist if hindi kayo nag-rotate ng feet and leg 15 to 20 degrees. Usually, kapag nakalimutan ninyong i-rotate yung paa, you will repeat the examination. So, always remember this one. Kapag feeling nyo, hindi nakita yung greater trochanter, the probable reason for that is you did not rotated the feet and leg laterally. Bakit ba siya tinawag na rotate the feet and leg laterally? Kasi kapag feet lang po ang nirotate natin, hindi pa rin natin mapapalabas itong greater trochanter. Kaya, when we rotate, kasama po ang leg natin. Okay, baka kasi meron lang sa pa-exam na choices na like, for example, rotate the feet 15A. Rotate the feet 15 to 20 degrees medially. B. Rotate the feet and leg 15 to 20 degrees medially. C. Rotate the feet 15 to 20 degrees laterally. Parang ganon. So, we should remember na ang i-rotate natin, feet and leg, hindi yung feet lang. Okay? Ano lang yan? Tips lang for exam taking. Okay, next is your Martz and Taylor. Si Martz and Taylor, sila yung nagbigay ng projection for congenital hip dislocation. Okay, so Martz and Taylor suggested to get 2 AP projections. Okay, 2 AP projections daw ang kukunin for Martz and Taylor. First one, the CR or the central ray, is perpendicular to 2 inches superior to pubic symphysis. Okay, and the other one, the second projection is still an AP projection. Pero ang central ray natin is mag-i-increase tayo ng 45 degrees to our 45 degrees superior to pubic symphysis. Again, that's for Martz and Taylor. Again, Martz and Taylor suggested 2 AP projections for congenital hip dislocation. Meron tayong dalawang central ray for this. You have perpendicular to 2 inches superior to pubic symphysis and 45 degrees superior to pubic symphysis. Kapag perpendicular po ang ating central ray, ang makikita natin is lateral or superior displacement of the femoral head. Kapag naman meron tayong angulation of 45 degrees, that's for the anterior displacement of the femoral head above the acetabulum or posterior displacement of the femoral head below the acetabulum. Okay, again, that's Martz and Taylor. Pwede niyo yung screenshot guys kasi hindi ako nagbibigay ng soft copy. Next is Andren von Rosen. Si Andren von Rosen, nag-suggest din siya for congenital hip dislocation. Yung sinuggest naman niya is AP lang, AP na bilateral lang. Okay, so the patient is supine, both legs forcibly abducted 45 degrees, and your femora is rotated inward. Okay, so ito naman yung kay Andren von Rosen. This is still for the congenital hip dislocation in newborn. Okay, Andren von Rosen, isang AP bilateral. Martz and Taylor, dalawang AP, dalawang central ray. The same patient position, nakasupine lang. Okay, yun ang difference nilang dalawa. Dalawang to, Martz and Taylor, and Andren von Rosen, dalawa sila for the congenital hip dislocation. Okay? Next is the lateral projection of the pelvis. Ano pong gamit? Anong gamit kong tablet? iPad po, 9th gen. Okay, next is the lateral projection. Meron tayong lateral recumbent and dorsal decubitus position. First one is lateral recumbent. Pag sinabi nating lateral recumbent, guys, let's describe first pala. Ano ang difference between recumbent and decubitus position? Okay. Pag sinabi nating recumbent, it's lying down in any position. Example ng recumbent position, supine, prone, ganon. Pag sinabi naman nating dorsal decubitus position, it's lying down in any position with, ano yung ating x-ray tube? Horizontal or vertical? For decubitus position, it's still lying down in any position with a horizontal beam. Okay, tama po, with a horizontal beam. Okay? Kapag sinabi nating lateral recumbent, guys, nakalateral po ang pasyente natin. Nakatagilid ang ating patient. Just imagine na ito yung pasyente natin. Yan. Dito yung IR sa gilid niya. Yan. Okay, gets ba yung drawing natin? Sa dorsal decubitus position naman, guys, ano po ang usual na position for dorsal decubitus para makakuha tayo ng lateral projection? Nakasupine ba? Naka-right lateral ba? Left lateral? Naka-prone? Yes. Supine, yes, very good. Okay, nakasupine lang po ang pasyente. Tapos yung IR po ang mag-a-adjust. The IR is naka-place sa gilid ng pasyente, either sa right side or sa left side ng pasyente. And then horizontal ang beam natin. Okay, so that's the difference between these two lateral projection. Okay, first one, for the lateral of the pelvis, ang makikita natin is lateral lumbosacral junction, sacrum, coccyx, and upper femora. Ito naman, si dorsal decubitus position, actually, diniscuss siya or nirecommend siya ni Berkebile, Fisher, and Albrecht for the demonstration of gull wing sign. Okay? Demonstration of gull wing sign siya. Bakit tayo nag-add ng decubitus position? It's to demonstrate the gull wing sign. Ito, high yield board exam question ito. Okay, who recommended or what's the position to demonstrate your gull wing sign? That's dorsal decubitus position. Kung sino naman yung nag-recommend, that's Berkebile, Fisher, and Albrecht. Okay, Berkebile, Fisher, and Albrecht. Okay, next guys. Modified cleaves, AP, oblique, bilateral, or unilateral. Okay, first one, ipapasupine muna natin ang pasyente. Next, axis should be equidistant. Thigh is abducted for 25 to 45 degrees from vertical and drawn so that the femora are nearly vertical. Okay, ito. Feet turned inward and sole against each other. Okay, so again guys, once nakasupine na yung pasyente, i-abduct natin ang dalawang to. Pag sinabing abduct, pa, labas. Okay? Okay, feet, our legs should be abducted or the thigh should be abducted 25 to 45 degrees and the sole should be together. Ito. Okay, so parang naka-frog leg position siya. Modified cleaves. Other term for this is frog leg position kasi parang palaka siya. Okay, so yan si modified cleaves. Okay, our central ray for modified cleaves is perpendicular lang guys. Perpendicular to 1 inch superior to pubic symphysis. Okay, here's the pubic symphysis. 1 inch superior to that is our central ray. Okay, perpendicular. Again, modified cleaves, perpendicular po tayo. Okay, structure shown for this is femoral necks without superimposition with greater trochanter. Ito guys, femoral neck. Kitang-kita natin sa ating frog leg position. Okay, again, modified cleaves, femoral neck, perpendicular central ray. Okay, modified cleaves, unilateral oblique, unilateral projection, AP oblique projection. Eh, kapag hindi po kaya ng pasyente na naka-frog leg position, pwede tayong mag-modified. This one, yung unilateral. Okay? Supine ang patient and affected hip and knee is hip and knee flexed and feet draw up. So, para rin siyang frog leg pero iisang limb lang ang naka-abduct na ganito. Thigh is still abducted 45 degrees and pelvis may be rotated slightly. Kaya ito yung ginagamit for patients who cannot tolerate the frog leg position. Okay, so perpendicular pa rin siya to 1 inch superior to femoral neck. Kaya makikita natin, still femoral neck. Again, nag-modified lang tayo kasi hindi kaya ni patient mag-perform ng bilateral frog leg position. Okay, but still the same central ray. Perpendicular. Okay, next naman is the original cleaves method. So, original cleaves, meron tayong central ray angulation. Kung kanina sa modified, wala po tayong central ray angulation, perpendicular lang. So, original cleaves, meron lang tayong central ray angulation na 25 to 45 cephalad. The same patient position po tayo. Nakasupine ng patient, axis is equidistant, thigh is abducted, soles together, feet and soles together. Okay, the same patient position. Ang only difference lang nila, si original, meron siyang central ray angulation na 25 to 45 cephalad. Pag sinabi po nating cephalic angulation, angulate papunta sa ulo ng pasyente towards the head. Pag sinabi naman natin caudad towards the feet. Okay, again, for original cleaves, The same patient position, angulate lang tayo ng 25 to 45 degrees cephalad. Structure shown for this is still the femoral neck for patients suspected of having a fracture or other pathologic diseases. Still femoral neck. Okay, again, to summarize or to refresh, our modified cleaves, central ray is perpendicular, original 25 to 45. Dalawa sila, femoral neck. Okay, ito na lang, fem neck, modified and original. Okay, original ang merong central ray angulation. Sige, screenshot, go. Okay. Sige. Next, guys. Hips. Kapag sinabi natin aging hips, merong dalawa, diba? One hip, two hip. Okay? So, kapag sinabing hip AP, isang hips lang or isang hip lang ang ating kukunan. Okay? You just have to collimate. The same patient position with pelvis AP, actually. The same na nakasupay ng pasyente, feet and leg is still rotated 15 to 20 degrees. Okay, again, the reason for this is to show your greater trochanter. Okay? Perpendicular to femoral neck ang ating central ray angulation. So, makikita for hip AP is the hip joint. Next, Lowenstein and Hickey method. Lowenstein and Hickey method is a lateral projection. Both are lateral projection. Here's the difference. Si Lowenstein, ang central ray niya is perpendicular. Ito siya, guys. Ito yung position ni Lowenstein and Hickey. The only difference between the two is their central ray angulation. Okay? Central ray angulation. Okay, Lowenstein, perpendicular. Si Hickey, meron siyang 20 to 25 degrees cephalad angulation. Ang makikita for the Lowenstein, hip joint relationship of femoral head to acetabulum, yan. Pareho sila. Hip joint relationship. The only difference between the two is this. For Lowenstein method, the femoral neck is superimposed over the greater trochanter. Naka-superimpose si fem neck sa greater trochanter. So, kung gusto nating kunan ito, gagamit tayo ng 20 to 25 degrees cephalad. Okay, kapag ginamitan natin siya ng 20 to 25 degrees cephalad, makukuha natin ang superimposition of the femoral neck from the greater trochanter. Okay? Para matandaan natin, guys, kung ano yung perpendicular sa kanilang dalawa. Diba, dalawa? Lowenstein and Hickey method. Okay? Just write an L. Diba? Ito yung L. L stands for Lowenstein. And then, dudugtungan lang natin dito. So, Lowenstein is perpendicular. Okay? Lowenstein is perpendicular. Okay? Okay, ito yung difference again. Lowenstein, makikita na merong obstruction. While for Hickey, nawala or nakita talaga yung fem neck natin. Okay? Next is the Danilus-Miller versus Clements-Nakayama modification. Okay, yung dalawang to, this is both for post-op patients. Okay? Both are cross-stable lateral. Okay? Pag sinabi agad natin cross-stable lateral projection, guys, ito siya. Nakasupine lang po ang pasyente. And then, yung mag-a-adjust is yung IR. Naka-horizontal ang beam natin. Okay? Yun yung cross-stable lateral. So, yung dalawang to, this is for both cross-stable lateral projections. Ang dalawang to. Danilus-Miller method is an axiolateral projection. The patient is supine, pelvis is elevated, unaffected knee and hip flexed and supported. And affected leg is rotated 15 to 20 degrees. So, pareho lang po yung ating rationale here. This is to demonstrate ano nga yung i-demonstrate natin kapag inire-rotate natin ng 15 to 20 degrees? Greater or lesser? Medially. Greater or lesser? Greater. Trochanter. Very good. Hello po, where po pwede ma-avail ang reviewer? Hindi po ako nagbibigay ng soft copies ng aking reviewer kasi talamak po ang bentahan ng mga PowerPoint presentation sa Radtech PH. So, if you want to avail a copy of my reviewer, I'm selling hard copies under the yellow basket. Tingnan nyo na lang po. Nasa yellow basket po ang aking reviewers. Okay, so yun. That's the Danilus-Miller method. Nakasupine lang siya, guys. Yung IR natin is horizontal. This one is a cross-table surgical lateral projection for post-op patients. Okay, again, dalawang to still cross-table. Okay, so Danilus-Miller method, usually, ito siya. Okay, nakasupine ng pasyente, nakatayo dito yung IR, and then, the affected side is this one. This is the left femora. This is the right. Unaffected ito. So, if one side is affected, pwede tayong gumamit ng Danilus-Miller method, axiolateral projection. Okay? Isang side lang ang affected. Pero kapag dalawang side ang apektado, both right and left, hindi kayang itaas. Ito, yung upper femora here. Ang gagawin natin is Clements-Nakayama modification. Okay, now what's Clements-Nakayama modification? The patient is supine. Limbs are neutral kasi nga hindi tayo pwedeng gumalaw ng pasyente. IR is vertical with top tilted 15 degrees back. So kapag ito, for example, this is my IR. For example, this is my IR. Kapag sinabi nating 15 degrees, the top border is tilted 15 degrees backward. Ito lang siya. Ito lang yung i-tilt mo paloob ng ganyan. Okay? Pa-back siya. Okay? 15 degrees. Okay? The reason for that is to eliminate the superimposition of this one. Kasi nga, ito yung goal natin kunan. Okay? Kapag kasi nag-perpendicular tayo dito, guys, makukuha ito. Okay? Hindi natin mai-eliminate ang superimposition here. So, to eliminate the superimposition here, ang gagawin, mag-a-angle tayo dito sa IR, and then mag-a-angle din tayo sa ating central ray. 15 degrees posteriorly. Pag sinabi nating 15 degrees posteriorly, guys, if this is the patient, this is the anterior side of the patient, diba? Lahat ng nandito sa taas ng pasyente, that's the anterior. Yun dito, that's the posterior side of the patient. Pag sinabi nating angle 15 degrees posteriorly, this is the IR, pababa tayo ng ganyan. Again, this is to eliminate the superimposition of this femora here. Kasi ito yung goal natin kunan. Okay? Again, if unilateral lang ang ating problema sa pasyente, pwede tayong mag-Danilus-Miller. Kapag dalawang hips ang problema, ang gagamitin is Clements-Nakayama modification. Okay? So, Clements-Nakayama modification, our central ray is angled 15 degrees posteriorly and the IR is tilted backward 15 degrees posteriorly. Okay? Okay, that's to ensure, guys, na kasi nag-tilt tayo dito 15. Dito nag-tilt din tayo 15. Okay, that's to ensure na perpendicular pa rin ang ating beam. Okay? Nasa yellow basket po. Sige, mamaya tayo mag-restock, guys, pagkatapos ng lecture. Para patapusin nyo naman yung lecture natin tonight. Okay. Magre-restock ako pagkatapos ito. Okay. Next is our Chazard-Lapine method. Our Chazard-Lapine method is an axial projection. Our central ray is perpendicular lang here. The patient is seated. Patient lean directly forward. So, parang nagbe-bend ito here and then let the patient grasp the ankles here. Hahawak siya dito sa ankles niya. Okay, structure shown for this is the rectosigmoid for measuring the transverse or biischial diameter in pelvimetry. Okay, again, that's Chazard-Lapine method. Chazard-Lapine, perpendicular lang siya. Okay, next is the Leonard-George method. Si Leonard-George, hindi na siya masyadong ginagamit kasi this is the only projection sa ating pelvis na gumagamit tayo ng curved cassette. Yan, high-yield board exam question. For example, yung tanungan is, which of the following uses a curved cassette? So, alam na natin na Leonard-George method siya. Okay? Ito siya guys, curved cassette. Kasi kanina 'di ba sa Danilus Miller and Clements Nakayama modification, nandito yung IR. Tapos dito tayo papasok ng central ray. Ngayon naman si Leonard George, gusto niya nasa labas lang yung ating central ray or ating X-ray tube. So gumawa siya ng naka-curved cassette ng ganyan. Okay? Curved cassette. Okay. So, our central ray is perpendicular lang, guys, medially and inferiorly to the depression superior to greater trochanter. Patient is supine, unaffected hip and knee flex, thigh abducted, and affected foot rotated 15 to 20 degrees internally. So, ganun pa rin. Para makita yung greater trochanter. IR is vertical with curved cassette. Curved cassette yan. So, makikita natin dito still the femoral head, femoral neck, and the trochanteric areas. Okay, so meron na tayong, ilan na ba to? 1, 2, pangatlo na to, na makikita si femoral head, neck. Okay? Kung femoral neck lang, yun yung original and modified cleaves. Okay, next is your Friedman. Friedman method, axiolateral projection. Patient is in lateral recumbent. Affected side is against the IR, and unaffected limb is rolled 10 degrees posteriorly. So, ito yung pasyente natin. If this is the affected side, this is the right side of the patient, this is the left side. Okay? So, normally, kapag nagpapalateral tayo ng pasyente, ganito siya. Diba? Dito yung IR natin sa baba. Pag sinabi nating roll posteriorly, this is the right side of the patient. This is the left side. Palikod lang ng ganon. Okay? That is to ensure na walang magsusuperimpose na limb ng pasyente. Kasi kapag hindi tayo nag-rotate posteriorly or hindi tayo nag-tilt palikod, magsusuperimpose ang dalawang to. Okay? So, that's the very reason. Okay? Our reference point is the femoral neck. Our central ray is 35 degrees cephalad. Okay? Okay, kapag ito, si Friedman, very weird way of remembering the central ray angulation. Bumili ako ng fried chicken. Yung fried chicken is 35 pesos each. Very weird way of memorizing, but it worked for me. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ko makakalimutan na si Friedman is 35 cephalad. Okay, Friedman, 35 cephalad. Stay put kayo guys kasi meron tayong panimonics by the end of this discussion. Okay, so makikita sa Friedman is still femoral head, neck, trochanteric areas. So, meron ng 4. Okay, next is Hish and Lilienfeld method. Okay, so for Hish method, this is a PA oblique projection. Okay, pag sinabing PA oblique projection, naka-prone ang pasyente, either right anterior oblique position or left anterior oblique position. Okay, RAO 40 to 45 degrees. Central ray is perpendicular between the posterior iliac blade and dislocated femoral head. For Lilienfeld naman, nakalateral recumbent ang pasyente, nakalateral siya, affected side against the IR, and roll upper side 15 degrees forward to separate the pelvic sides. Okay, our central ray is still perpendicular to the greater trochanter. Okay, so si Hish method, guys, this is for the posterior dislocations of the femoral head, while for Lilienfeld naman, guys, this is for the mediolateral oblique projection of the ilium, acetabulum, and proximal femur. Okay, Hish and Lilienfeld. Okay, si Hish, oblique, si Lilienfeld, lateral recumbent. Okay, ito siya, guys. Lilienfeld and Hish. Okay, next is our acetabulum. Okay, first one is our Tuffel method. Okay, si Tuffel, it's a PA axial oblique projection, meaning naka-prone again ang pasyente, either RAO, LAO. Naka-RAO, LAO ng 38 degrees. Our knee of elevated side is flexed. Nalalubat na ang aking iPad. Okay? Again, the elevated side, ito, is flexed. Para lang mabalance natin ang pasyente. Our central ray, again, is angled 12 degrees cephalad to the acetabulum. So, si Tuffel method, ang makikita natin dito is your fovea capitis. This is our fovea capitis, guys. Okay, sa ating femur kasi, the femoral head, merong maliit na depression dyan. Yan. If this is the femoral head, merong maliit na depression pa-circle dyan. That's our fovea capitis. So, ito siya. Again, fovea capitis makikita natin sa Tuffel method. 12 degrees cephalad. Medyo bibilisan natin, guys, kasi palubat ng aking iPad. Next is the Judae. Si Judae naman, guys, Judae is an AP oblique projection. Hala, sorry, hindi ko na change ang aking pictures here. But for the Judae method naman, guys, our central ray for that is perpendicular to 2 inches inferior to ASIS. Judae is RPO or LPO, 45 degrees. Internal oblique, side up. External oblique, side down. So, makikita, if naka-internal oblique, that's the acetabular rim and fracture of iliopubic column. While for external oblique naman, that's ilioischial column. Okay, again, si Judae, 2 obliques siya. Either RPO, LPO. Hindi ito, guys, kasi hindi ko na-change ang pictures. Okay, pag sinabing AP oblique, nakasupay ng pasyente, oblique, papuntang left or oblique, papuntang right. Okay, 45 degrees oblique. Okay, ito na lang, guys, kasi palubat na tayo. Okay, anterior pelvic bones, PA projection. Central ray natin is perpendicular lang to distal coccyx. Patient is in prone position, IR is centered to the greater trochanter. Structure shown for this is the pubic symphysis, the ischia, and obturator foramina. Ito yung dalawa. Meron tayo, di ba, kaninang term na outlet, inlet. Okay, inlet and outlet. Okay, first one is the outlet. Kapag gusto nating makuha ang outlet, again, yung outlet, guys, balik tayo sa anatomy. This is the inlet and outlet. Ito, again ha, this is the plane of inlet. Yung outlet natin is paloob doon. Okay, this is the outlet. Okay, so sa Taylor natin, ang gusto nating kunan is this one, the plane of outlet. Okay, that's for the Taylor method. Okay, Taylor, outlet. Central ray for Taylor, kapag lalaki ang pasyente, that's 20 to 35 cephalad. Kapag naman babae ang pasyente, mag-i-increase tayo ng angulation na 30 to 45 degrees cephalad to 2 inches superior to pubic symphysis. Patient is in supine, ganito lang siya. Structure shown for Taylor again, that's outlet, pelvic outlet. Okay, again, ito lang tatandaan natin, guys, Taylor outlet. Okay, Taylor outlet, merong dalawang angulation. Kapag lalaki ang pasyente, 20 to 35 cephalad. Kapag babae ang pasyente, 30 to 45 cephalad. Mag-i-increase lang tayo ng 10 degrees. Okay, 10 degrees lang ang ating i-increase. 20 to 35 for male. So, this is the outlet. Diba? Kita nyo ba? Yung parang tail natin dyan. Nakita na natin siya kasi papaloob yung gusto nating makita. Okay, so this is the outlet. Next is the inlet. So, yung inlet natin, meron tayong tatlo. Sige, screenshot nyo na yan, guys. Okay na ba? Okay, that's for the inlet. For the inlet, meron tayong Bridgman, Lilienfeld, and Staunig methods. Okay, lahat ng to supero-inferior. Supero-inferior, axial, supero-inferior. Ito si Staunig, infero-superior. Okay, for the patient's position, for Bridgman, that's supine. For the supero-inferior na Lilienfeld, that's seated erect. So, paano ba yung seated erect? Dito yung IR, yung pasyente, parang nakaganito. Gets nyo ba? Seated erect siya. So, ito kasing gusto nating kunin here. Parang naka-slight slant ng konti ang pasyente natin dito sa Lilienfeld. Okay, ang kinaibahan lang nito guys is the patient position, Bridgman, supine, Lilienfeld, seated erect, Staunig, prone. Next na difference nilang tatlo is the central ray. Bridgman, 40 degrees caudad to level of axis. Lilienfeld, again, let's draw an L, perpendicular. Lilienfeld, perpendicular to 1.5 inches superior to pubic symphysis. And your Staunig is 35 degrees cephalad to pubic symphysis. So, lahat ng to guys na makikita natin is inlet. Okay, Bridgman, Lilienfeld, Staunig, inlet. Okay, this is the inlet. Plane of inlet. Diba? Yung papasok before pumasok doon. That's the inlet. Okay? Ito, mnemonics. Taylor, outlet. Bridgman, Lilienfeld, and Staunig, inlet. Mnemonics, bumili sa loob si Inday ng tinapay na oblong. Okay, bumili sa loob si Inday ng tinapay na oblong. Meaning, for the inlet, meron tayong Bridgman, Staunig, Lilienfeld for inlet. Taylor for outlet. Bridgman, Staunig, Lilienfeld for inlet. Taylor for outlet. Okay, so that's everything. Lahat po ng kailangan nating tingnan or kailangan nating tandaan for the pelvis and hip. So, yun na lang muna ang ating lecture kasi palubat ng aking iPad. Magre-restock tayo. Wait lang. Tingnan ko if makaka-restock ako here. Mnemonics, except for this one guys, pero may mnemonics na po tayo sa libro. Kasi, etong mnemonics na last, kakagawa ko lang nito. So, as we go along, nag-i-improve yung books natin. Ito lang naman yung na-add, pero papakita ko na lang guys. Papakita ko sample ng book. Ito siya, guys. Wait. Ito. This is the book. This is an A4 size. Kasi nga, ito lang muna yung kaya kong i-produce, guys. Wala tayong minis. Kasi wala akong time gumawa ng minis. So, ito. Meron kayong study tracker there. Para matrack naman ninyo kung pwede pa ba? Pwede pa bang pumasa? Have your study tips, your table of contents. So, we have your intro, upper, lower, pelvis and hips, skull, vertebral column, chest, and bony thorax. Pwede siguro ninyong i-add to cart muna while I introduce this one kasi maya-maya magre-restock tayo. And then, this is how I make the reviewers. Okay, yan. May pa drawing. Those are my original illustrations. Charis. Okay. And then, as I label the parts kasi, this is how I study, diba? Nagdo-drawing ako. And then, pagkatapos na ako mag-drawing, nililabel ko ang parts. And then, kapag nalabel ko na ang parts, nilalagay ko yung mga projections and methods. Last restock natin to guys for this week. Kasi next week magiging busy na ulit ako kasi may lecture ako sa Remarkable for 4 days. So, habol na lang kayo for the restock this week. Ito, again, yung projections natin, naka-table na din siya guys. And, yan. Mnemonics lahat yan. Cover ko muna. Ano lahat ng mnemonics natin? That's for the upper extremities, lower extremities, lahat naman ng areas, merong mnemonics. Pelvis and hip. So, lahat na na-discuss natin is here sa book. Yan. Mnemonics. For the skull. So, yun siya guys. This one is basket number 1. Yan, yung nakapin. Wait lang ha. Magre-restock ako guys. I'll try to restock from my iPad. Updated, yes, updated. Meron ng mnemonics. Wait lang. Baka mawala ako sa live or mag-hang ako. I-restock ko lang ang basket number na nakapin. Yan na guys. Meron ba? May restock ba? Nag-restock ako. Updated siya na book. That's the latest update. Meron akong ginagawa, guys, ngayon, na libro. That's cluster 1. Hopefully, matapos natin kasi sobrang busy ko. Nagta-transition kasi ako ngayon. So, hopefully, matapos natin siya before December naman. Or, ang timeline ko talaga is by August or September, matapos na siya. Hopefully, matapos natin para mapakinabangan ninyo for RTLE 2026. Physics naman. Mag-restock ka ba sa July, ma? Meron naman pong stocks. Meron namang stocks. Kaso nga lang, sometimes, naka-holiday mode ang aking store. Kasi kapag busy po ako, ina-out of stock ko na siya. So, yun. Depende. Kapag hindi ako busy, nandito lang ako sa bahay, nakakapagpadala tayo agad ng reviewers. Cluster 1. Yes, ginagawa pa lang po ang ating cluster 1. Pwede ba makita ang basket number 3? Ano yung basket number 3? IPE. Sige po. Wait lang. Ito guys. This is the IPE. So, ngayon, if manonotice nyo guys, I just print out this one and then ako na rin yung nagbabind. But, soon, kapag, nakakita na ako ng publisher, kasi may nakontak na akong publisher, magre-release ako the upcoming days ng medyo maliliit na version. Pero hindi pa soon. Yung ganyang version baka next month pa or sa susunod pa na buwan. Okay, ito yung ating basket number 3, guys. This is our IPE reviewer. Meron pa rin kayong study tracker there. And then, yung ating IPE, this will start from film screen. Wait. Film screen, yan. Processing room design, pass box, may mga pa-trivia ng konti. And then, hanggang sa CR system, DR system. And then, may mga activities, like ganyan. Mga artifacts. Meron din tong list of formulas. Yan. Meron pa problem solving, space for problem solving, and then answer keys. Before this one, merong list of formulas. Lahat ng formulas for IPE. Quick recalls. So, this is the IPE book. Hanggang sa relationships. Merong relationships here, guys. Thank you po, Ma'am Irish. Merong pa question and answer sa likod. Pakita ka lang yung relationships. This is the relationships. Yan, lahat ng relationships natin. Yan, relationships made easy. Yan. Wala pa pong mini kasi busy pa po ako. Ito lang yung kaya ko talagang i-produce for now. Ito lang yung madali kasing i-produce. Pati flashcards, wala pa pong available kasi medyo matrabaho ang flashcards. Nilalaminate ko kasi siya. So, wala pa tayong time for that. So, yun na lang po muna guys kasi palubat na din po ako. Thank you po sa inyong lahat. Again, I'll see you sa aking free lecture sa Remarkable. Hopefully, maraming mag-attend. Sa review center, Remarkable po ako, sir. Sa ngayon, but I'm open to other review centers din naman if meron pang mag-invite. So for now, nag-start kasi ako magturo sa review center last year lang. So ngayon yung kumuha sa akin is Remarkable pa lang. How much? Nasa ano po? Yellow basket po, ma'am. Sige, yun lang po muna guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next time. Bye!